Greetings, fellow humans. I'm MartianBuu, and today's video is on Monarchy, but we're queuing it up in NOEX mode. NOEX mode is basically a fan-made system where you queue into other people playing decks that aren't using any EXs. So you go to private match, and then in all caps you type no EX, no spaces, and from there you will queue into only people who also put that code. So you'll encounter other people who want to play the game without EXs. Anyway, this is just Nidoqueen, Nidoking synergy. Because we have to run two robust stage 2 lines, we don't have a lot of room for other stuff. I think that Professor's Research, Pokeball, and X Speed are imperative, so we have basically 2 slots to play with, which I used for Submarina. I will say I may have needed an early tank, so that could be Kangaskhan or Meowth just to filter through the deck faster. It's not really a tank, but it can absorb the first few attacks and draw through your deck a bit. We don't really need things like Giovanni and maybe not even Sabrina, because once our Nidoqueen gets going, it's doing a ton of damage. Even one Nidoking out is 130, which is enough to one-shot basically everything in this mode. So those slots may be better taken up by an early blocker. Still, I had a lot of fun with this deck, and I had a lot of fun with this mode. I have another couple videos coming up exploring it as well. I hope you enjoy the games, and thank you so much for watching. Going second, good deal. Starting Nidoran, also good deal. Well, we're gonna start a Nidoran no matter what, but starting Nidoran female, is good. That's good. Do I not use my Professor Oak for a turn to decrease the odds that I draw my second Nidoran male before Call for Family gets to thin my deck? That's the real question. I think I'm going to, because I don't need Nidorina quite yet. I don't know if that's an awkward thing to do or not, but I've done it. The only punish is if we draw Professor Oak again in the next 3 cards. Then it's unfortunate. Oh, look at that. Look at us go. No punish. Second Nidorino for me. Now, well, we're gonna Nidoqueen on curve, which will be pretty cool. It's like we don't even really need 2 Nidoking out when we do this, right? We don't really need that. I wonder if they're using the new promo Venusaur. Is there a good online version of the paper TCG with non-condensed rules? Well, I'll let you decide for yourself if you think it's good, but there's Pokemon TCG Live is the official one. I should play some of that for you guys soon, just to see if I can get away with playing live on this, if you guys will still watch. Okay, well, I'm gonna retreat. Really unfortunate, I think, that we haven't drawn the other X Speed. And by the other, I mean any of them. 2 X Speed left in the deck. You would watch Martian Stew? There we are. Do I have the Ancient Mew promo card from the movie? I do. I do have that. I actually have a handy, I can show it to you. I have a few copies of it. because I want to make sure that I'm not having my turn skipped. Oh, decided which one to bring up for me. Disaster. And that thing has a heapin' helpin'. Did I just lose this game? For stepping away for too long? Brutal. Bench thing does 80. I've already used both researches, right? How much does this do? This is gonna do 130. That's too bad. If we had two, it was KO. Yeah, I guess I should have stepped back sooner, huh? Anyways, so there. I was looking through some old cards yesterday because I'm going to go to Frank & Sons at some point. By at some point, I mean... Sunday. I'm going to go to Frank & Sons and sell some cards to get some magic cards and maybe some other cool stuff. So I was picking some of my old stuff to sell, and as I was passing through, I was like, oh, look, Ancient Muse. I don't think Ancient Muse are that, like, worth selling yet. So I'm not going to sell those ones. Okay, so what's nice about this is that it two-shots Venusaur. Leaving me with 60 health left. Only 50? Do we need a potion? Maybe I should just double Sabrina and knock out the bench things. Then we can use like other Nidoqueen or Nidoking to work on the last prize. How much are they? I don't know. I think I looked them up recently and wasn't impressed. So searching for Mew on TCG Player is so funny because you also pull up all the versions of Mewtwo. Oh, market price $100. Really? How good are these? Maybe I will sell them. They seem good. I don't know, should I keep one? Do you really have a Pokemon collection if you don't have an Ancient Mew? Maybe I should keep one. I definitely don't need three. Interesting. Wait a second. My opponent just gave me a path to victory. Like, we always win from here now, right? Because we knock out this with the Nidoqueen, and then when they come up with the Venusaur afterwards, we just Sabrina around that and knock out Petlo. Good deal. NOEX lobbies sound like the ideal time to get my Jank Dragonite deck out there. That's the first thing I tried, yeah. I used to have the gold-plated Togepi from the Burger King. I wonder if I have any of that around. It might be somewhere. Do I have the shiny Altart Palladium? The shiny Gardevoir alternate art from Palladian Fates. Do you mean like the Gardevoir EX? Because I don't have that, and I don't think it's very expensive either, right? The expensive one is the... I think it is from Palladian Fates, but it's like... It's like an illustration art, it's not the shiny one. Is this a spooky streamer? Oh, because Boo? Yeah. Boo! Spookiest streamer. Well, we won. Against all odds, we won, chat. We did it. Wow, I got like all my basics and a Pokeball. It's kind of funny. Do you think they'll red card me? I mean, you never know. What's my favorite Ultra Beast? Well, you can tell I really love Ultra Beast that I don't have an answer for you ready to go. I think my answer is going to be Buzzball, but let me look at him. Dialego, Buzzwole, Pheromosa, Xurkitree, Celestelia, Kartana, Guzzlord, Naganadel, Stakataka, and Blacephalon. I think I like Buzzwole the most. I think Buzzwole is pretty funny. I used him in the card game. And I guess that's all there is to it. Like a mosquito that's wool. Buzzwole. Stupid. I think Buzzwole is one of the funniest visual and name puns any Pokemon has going on. It's pretty real of you to say that. Not gonna lie. Naganadel. I like Naganadel a lot too, though. You know, Naganadel might be out there. They have this hat in Pokemon Go that you can put on that's Naganadel, and so it's like, you know how Naganadel takes over Lusamine at one point? You can have a Naganadel take over you in Pokemon Go, basically, and I have that on me all the time, so that would be the contender. Thoughts on drawing a Nidorina? Do you guys have any opinions on me drawing Nidorina? Maybe this deck really does need Meowths. Okay. Well, I don't actually have to sacrifice this Nidorino if I send that up. Is it worth it? I'm like committing to attaching another energy to it. I mean, I could top deck an X speed too. Isn't that Nihilego? Which one's Naganadel? No, yeah, you're right. You know, when you're right, you're right. When you're right, you're wrong. I'll give you that much. Alright, now we're attacking with Nidoking. So yeah, Nihilego would be the contender. I have no feelings either way on Naganadel. Naganadel's whatever. Finally. Hi. This Nidoking is KO'd by Alakazam if they draw it. And since I don't have another Nidoking on my bench, Nidoqueen actually doesn't knock out the Alakazam. Chat, we could... Okay, looks like they don't have it, unless it's this. But like, we could actually lose to the Psychic deck, depending on if they just drew Alakazam. Deck idea, Doug Trio, but we cheat and always hit heads. Oh, yep, that seems good. That seems good. Alright, so now we're fine, right? Because we just Sabrina next turn if they do end up sending up Alakazam and knocking us out, right? Kind of unlucky of them not to find it yet. I dare you to Alakazam me. I double dare you. Well, they didn't find it. Wah, wah, wah. I'm gonna go to class. Bye, Martian. Good rest of the streams. Hey, see you later, Zip. In a rain. This is so far so good. Need so many evolutions. You really like the idea around Nido decks? There was a really cool Nido deck in Fire Red Leaf Green of the paper TCG. The Nidoking would buff the damage of all of your Nido Pokemon other than Nidoking by 10. And the Nidoqueen would give all of your non-Nidoqueen Nido Pokemon free retreat cost. It also did like 3 for 50 plus... I think it was 3 for 40 plus 10 for each evolved Pokemon on your bench. Because I think it had maximum 90 damage. I think that must have been it. But yeah. We used to call that Monarchy back in the day. That's why I call this deck Monarchy today. Opponent, will you please red card me? Maybe I should have kept that Pokeball to invite a red card. But yeah, other than that, I don't think any of them have ever been good. The first Nidoqueen had an attack called Boyfriends. It did, I think it was a grass and a colorless for... I don't remember what the exact damage was, but it did more for each Nidoking in play. The Nidoking had nothing to do with the Nidoqueen. The Nidoking was like... I guess I should have attached to the bench Nidoran, considering I don't have a Nidorina. Now I'm in a position to where I'm basically just losing my energy, because if I evolve to Nidorina, it still dies to the Powder Snow. Alright, new plan. We send up the Nidorina on the bench here and don't evolve it on their turn, so we can attach another energy to it, and then they'll put it to sleep with the Frostmoth, but we can evolve out of it. Sounds like such a crazy deck once it gets rolling, but it's so much easier to get it rolling back then, because not only did you have cards that could search for evolutions in the paper TCG, but you also had Rare Candy, which was even more broken at the time. So how Rare Candy worked at the time is if you had a basic Pokemon in play, you could use Rare Candy and immediately evolve into either a Stage 1 or a Stage 2 that evolves from that Pokemon. So not only could you use it to skip the middle stage like you can use with today's Rare Candy, but you can use it just to evolve really fast. So anyways, it was a lot easier then than it is now to like get evolutions in play. You know, you were probably cooking by the time you could attach your 3 energy with a bunch of stuff in play. I know you were talking about Unlimited previously for paper. Have you ever looked into the Eternal format that Justin Basil is a part of? What is the Eternal format that Justin Basil is a part of? Is it a bit weird? It is a bit weird to me that Nidoqueen relies on Nidoking, but it's not reciprocal. Yeah, that's how the first ones were. But like, you know, the Nidoking's attack isn't worth doing, right? It's the Nidoqueen's attack that's worth doing. So really his relevance is dependent on Nidoqueen. Like you need Nidoking here to support Nidoqueen, but you wouldn't play him on his own. 3 for 90 in poison? Yeah, that's trash. I think. Like, I wouldn't build a Nidoking deck. Yeah, what up, Burnt? But yes, it would be more fun if like Nidoking had anything on its card that like Nido family matters. I agree that they should both have that. I think unlimited, but with a ban list to keep some things in check. There's a webpage I can provide if needed. I just know you enjoy old formats like a la Wild. Yeah. What I really want for old formats is just for Pokemon Live to have all of expanded already. Like it Live has been the only online experience for like 2 years now, and they still don't have all of expanded up. It's really stupid. It's killing me. They're killing me over there. You heard it here first from the Pokemon TCG. Real kings support their queens. True. Exactly. Exactly. I like how both of these Pokemon are just kind of like vibing, right? Like he's like relaxing in like a trench and she's chilling with the homies. Like, why are they both asleep? I'm also part of the waiting for expanded group. Also, they have an entire battle pass overall. Now, more free starter decks each pass? There are more free starter decks each pass or less? I haven't like fully examined the details of the current pass. And like, if you get even one Nidoking, this is so much damage, chat. Like, we just get to sweep. Like, look, sometimes I just vibe out and gotta crash. I guess so. Now, no more. I see. Yeah, because, like, it was weird. I thought they had data mined what the free decks were going to be this time around, and we didn't get any. I don't really like the Battle Pass rework for Live, but I don't know. Going first. I miss coffee. Oh, so we're up against the dreaded Dragonite. Why don't we go ahead and pull that? Perfect. I like that we have the whole Nidoking line, but I'd much rather have the whole Nidoqueen line. Dragonite deck is kind of scary, it's true. I'll wait to be scared until I see a water energy here, though. Excuse me. I think it's yet another thing they're handling poorly overall. I'm just hoping now for some sort of regular frequency for pocket expansions. I think it's going to be pretty regular. I think it's going to be on the Hearthstone schedule. It sounds like they're going to do a mini set, a main set, a mini set, a main set. A 3 energy type deck, they are really gambling. No, a lot of people who play the Weezing version don't have Dark show up and just use him to poison and tank. Oh, neat. All right. Well, we'll be able to do at least 130. Doesn't look like we're going to be able to... Well, I mean, we get to bite right now, right? So that's enough. We bite now, so they'll be at 130 if they evolve, and then it'll just be over, right? Because they're never going to be able to... They're never going to be able to power up a second Dragonite. Alright, sick. Don't play another basic. You don't need to. Don't play another basic. Just pass. You're fine. Sick. Alright, that would just win. It's over, chat. Opponent's about to concede. Opponent is about to concede. You'll see. You'll all see. Give me that Dragonite. Gimme. That makes sense. I forget it doesn't auto add energy based on what type. It does auto add it. You have to take it off. But also running Raising without Dark Energy didn't feel the best. Yeah, I really like Baby Articuno as a Dragonite support Pokemon. I think Baby Articuno is the best one. Because it's a, you know, it's almost as good of a wall as Weezing. It's only got 10 less HP, but it doesn't require you to evolve it. And then you can run Misty to occasionally high roll enough energy to be able to attack with it. So that's easily my favorite way to play Dragonite. Okay. It'd be really cool if, like, so for the Monarchy deck from Fire Red Leaf Green, the Nidoran had an attack like this, Call for Family. I think you could get any Nido though. I don't think it had to be the male, but it might have even been just any basic, which is even better. But the Nidorina had an attack for 2 energy that you could search your deck for 2 evolutions, I think it was, and put them in your hand. Like, how cool would it be if, like, getting out a Nidorina lets you search your deck for, you know, Nidoking, Nidoqueen? I think that'd be cool. Like, asking this deck to put two different stage 2 Pokemon in play is a big ask, right? So I feel like if the pre-evolutions had some versions of them that like helped you evolve your Pokemon, that'd be great. What'd be really cool is, I think a Nidoqueen had it. It was the Delta Metal Nidoqueen. Had an ability that you could search your deck for an evolution once per turn. And like, if you put that on Nidorino, or Nidorina, I guess, so that the middle stage could sit here and like search for evolutions, that'd be a cool way to add some consistency to this. I'd love to see that type of stuff. Like, have the Nidoran get out the Nidoran, have the Nidoran male get out the Nidoran female at least, right? Like, why does only the female side of it remember the other side? Well, that wasn't a great red card for me, but it doesn't matter because who needs Nidoking anyway? Bum, bum, bum. All right, there's Nidoran. So this is a good start. We're up against a scary opponent, and we're not going in the right order. They get to attach first. So that's kind of bad news bears, actually. Let's find a second Nidoran by next turn. Nidoran female. Uh-oh. Because I don't want to attach active, right? Because they can Knuckle Punch me twice for KO on the Nidoran. And that makes me sad. Like, even if it's a Nidorina. Okay. This is like my marshy ditch effort. I'm not evolving that so that I can X-speed it back next turn and evolve into Nidoqueen if I top deck it. This is so scuffed. Don't have Machoke. Now let's top deck. Not that. Well, that's okay. I wish I could use its call for family. Alright, now all I need is to top deck a Nidoqueen. Let's go! Ah, poop. Makes me want to concede. That one, I guess. Guess I can't expect my opponent to have literally nothing. Oh man, I even got it. Terrible news for the Marshy fans. I've been having this much trouble with just the Machops, right? Never you mind the Machokes or Machamps that may be coming. Luckily, the Machops only have 70 health, right? So I can get one of them with the Nidoqueen. Marshy strike. They never have evolutions. Yeah, they don't even know what evolutions are. Hopefully what happens is like they come up with something stupid. Well, I mean, like if we're just talking about winning, hopefully they don't have an evolution, they don't have a basic. But anyways, like if they retreat this to buy it time, we could Sabrina. Should I Sabrina that Sandshrew if they don't evolve into Machoke? Because oh, we did end up retreating it. Interesting. Now they have like no energy in play. How are they gonna win from here? I think we just love sweep. Do you plan to stream other games as well? Like in general, do you plan to try out other games on stream? Not too often. Yeah, just the way the YouTube algorithm works, like, and just the nature of people watching a specific creator. I'm not in the streamer bracket where I can just play whatever I want right now and expect it to work out. I need to stream a game that an audience wants to latch onto. So like I'm at the streamer level where the people I can gather for a game are the people who want to watch MartianBuu play something specific. I don't have enough people who want to watch MartianBuu play whatever he plays in order to like be able to play whatever I want on stream. And I'm at a stage in my streaming where I need a bunch of success right now for me to be able to keep streaming like I have been. So I have to, you know, get a bunch of growth before I can get to a point where I can play whatever I want if I'm going to keep streaming as the main thing that I'm doing. And then if that fails and I have to do something else, then I'm probably not going to stream too much when I'm playing other games. You know what I mean? Like you know, streaming comes out of my work time of the day, and if that time becomes work, then my game time is going to be, you know, part of my wife time, and so I'm probably not going to stream as much, if that makes sense.